Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories.
The Supreme Court affirms a lower court ruling for a zoning decision on a local car dealership.
Also tonight, the war in the Middle East and how it affects the Marianas.
And as the CNMI gains pressure from the U.S. on birth tourism, our leaders speak on what that means for our economy.
In arts, women are celebrated all month through an exhibit at the Crown Plaza.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Hey, the St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Where's the drink? Can we get a drink? Cheers.
For many, St. Patrick's Day is a day to celebrate with drinking. Lots of drinking. DPS officers will be in full force this March 17th, so before you get the party started, designate or they will see you before you see them. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
Stay safe, CNMI.
Mickey D's McCrispy. Formerly known as the Crispy Chicken Sandwich, now has some respect on his name. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Real talk. The Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich should have been named Spicy McCrispy from jump. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton, Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license and we will even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam. Because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
I love Mariana's coffee from Join Me for a Cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on March 13 from our studio on Capitol Hill.
Probable cause found in the case of a police officer committing assault with a dangerous weapon. On Wednesday, Judge Joseph Camacho heard testimony from government witness, police investigator Ikluk Messias. Assistant Attorney General Heather Barcinas, representing the government, and court-appointed defense attorney Janet King had the opportunity to question the witness. The investigator testified that the victim, a mentally challenged young man, claimed that he was detained by officers Earl Borja and his partner, handcuffed and driven to a desolate area behind the abandoned La Fiesta Mall. There, while the partner went off to relieve himself, Borja beat the handcuffed victim in the face with a retractable baton. When the partner returned, the victim claims to have been left, injured, and abandoned. Judge Joseph Camacho orders that there is probable cause to believe that the charge of assault with a dangerous weapon is merited. Earl Borja, out on $20,000 bail, will have to answer to the charges. A status conference in front of Judge Lillian Tenorio is ordered for April 23rd. Borja's partner, Elijah Villar, has submitted his resignation from the police force.
The CNMI Supreme Court has upheld a zoning decision allowing a new Atkins Kroll Dealership and repair facility to move forward in Puerto Rico, Saipan. In a decision released Friday, the Supreme Court affirmed a lower court ruling and the zoning board's approval of a conditional use permit for Atkins Kroll Saipan to build a car dealership with a 27-bay vehicle repair facility. The project has been challenged by the Ocean View Hill Homeowners Association, which argued the zoning process was flawed and that the residents were not given adequate notice of hearings. The group also raised concerns about noise, traffic, and environmental impacts on the nearby residential neighborhood. But the Supreme Court ruled the zoning board followed the law. Justices said public notice published in the newspaper met the requirements of the Saipan zoning law, and residents were given a meaningful opportunity to participate in the hearings. The court also rejected claims that the decision violated the CNMI Constitution's right to a clean and healthful environment, finding no evidence the project would create a substantial or imminent environmental harm. Because of that, the court concluded the zoning board's decision was reasonable and not arbitrary. The ruling means the conditional use permit remains in effect and the project can move forward subject to conditions imposed by the zoning board.
The U.S.-Israeli-led conflict in Iran is in its 13th day. During the past year, major U.S. news headlines have been ricocheting across the airwaves at a breakneck pace. They jump from international tariff impositions to ICE deployments in blue states and the deaths of 2 American protesters, to the Venezuelan regime overthrow, to more Epstein files, and then and now to a U.S. and Israeli-initiated war in the Middle East. The CNMI has one of the highest proportions of military enlistees per capita in the United States. CNMI Congressional Representative Kimberlyn King-Hines will soon be returning to her congressional post in Washington, D.C., where the primary subject this week is the war in Iran.
First of all, I think let's all take a pause and pray for our men and women who are serving during these times. We have people here that we actually know, parents, right, whose names we know, brothers and sisters whose names we know, and so I think we all need to take a time out and pray that they are safe. Obviously, this is a situation that's beyond our control, and when you're looking at it from the national perspective, there's debate as to whether or not we should be in this conflict to begin with. Your question was, will there be an impact? Well, where the conflict is happening will impact crude oil supply, because much of the world's supply of crude oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz. And, you know, when you have a conflict like that in the region where that supply is coming out from, the markets are obviously going to react. Because of this conflict, now folks here on the ground who are the suppliers have to adjust prices in anticipation of the increase in the cost because the supply chain is being impacted. So we're going to see that impact definitely on the gas, at the gas pumps, as we're all experiencing now. I think the last reports was like, there's an increase of about 35 to 40 cents.
Lieutenant Colonel Edward Camacho is the governor's special assistant for military affairs.
We're not on alert, but we are ready. So our folks, especially the ones on active duty, need to be ready in case they get the word that they got to go and take care of what we train for and what we sign up to do. Unfortunately, we don't make decisions at our level. We just execute and do what we got to do and come back with honors. That's what we want our folks to do. Come back with honors should they go somewhere as a result of this global thing that's going on, especially in the Middle East. What we really want to do is get everybody together and just pray for our men and women who are in harm's way right now. That's all I can say.
A new project is helping document the Marianas' deep cultural connection to the ocean.
More than 100 community members from Saipan, Tinian, Rota, and Guam took part in workshops last year to identify important ocean-related places and traditions across the islands. The effort, part of a maritime heritage mapping project led by East Carolina University Maritime Archaeology professor Dr. Jennifer McKinnon. Researchers worked with local cultural experts and community members to map sites and practices tied to the region's long history with the sea. Project leaders will return to the Marianas next week to review the maps with participants and make sure the information is accurate before it is published. The public will also have a chance to learn more about the project during a lecture, and that's going to be held at the American Memorial Park Visitors Center Theater. That'll be on March 18th at 6:30 p.m. Organizers say the project highlights how the ocean has long been central to the cultural identity and survival of the people of the Marianas. Once finalized, the maps will be turned into interactive online story maps hosted by the Humanities Council.
Congressional candidate Galvin Sablon de Leon Guerrero challenges current Representative Kimberlyn King Hines after her appearance at the Chamber's Economic Forum. At Wednesday's Chamber of Commerce Economic Forum, in a response to a letter written by a coalition of Republican legislators making claims about Chinese birth tourism in the CNMI, Representative Hines states,
a particular senator dropped a letter talking about the CNMI, and that's kind of all too often what's happening is, people who have no idea about our economic situation are having these conversations without us. And what is incredibly harmful and what has been incredibly, harmful to us is the manner in which we talk about a particular market. This is not, whenever somebody says the word China market, honestly, in my head, whose voice comes to mind? It's the president's. China, China, China. I don't care where the tourists come from. What I care about is customers.
Governor Apatang comments.
I got the letter that they signed about the CNMI issue on the birthright. But I was just telling this guy that's way back when. We don't have that situation now. Now, we got the stat from CSCC about the birthright, but it's not the same. So it's not happening. So I think a lot of those information are not right. So I asked my legal counsel to start preparing a letter. We want to respond to that, and so as the Congresswoman. To clear the information.
Challenging Ms. King Hines for her seat in the U.S. Congress, Galvin Sablon de Leon Guerrero believes we need to find solutions, not lay blame.
There are many problems to be sure, and we do have many barriers to overcome, but I find that, fixing the blame is the last thing we should be doing right now when we should be fixing the problem. We should be finding solutions. And if there are people in Washington that don't really know us and understand us, rather than sort of blaming them for their ignorance, we need to be proactive in educating them and telling them our story. And
should they have heard of this story long ago? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that, the previous delegate, Congressman Kilili, did a wonderful job of ensuring that both Republicans, Democrats, including independents, know who we are and understand our story, and I think that's something we need to continue.
Coming up, a weekend celebration brings in a church delegation. Welcome to Saipan.
And the students of Hopwood Middle School learn how to do the news. Stay tuned.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Hafade Zantiro. I'm Leo Pangilinan with the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. We'd like to take a moment to thank our generous sponsors who have made possible the many programs in our community like this show. We couldn't have done it without them. And if you value the work we do and would like to make a contribution to our efforts, we ask that you consider making an in-kind or cash contribution to the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Any amount is appreciated, and donations of up to $5,000 qualify for an educational tax credit. We appreciate your partnership and support. Sizus Maasi, Olomai, and thank you.
You push hard, you move fast, and you want real healthy food that moves with you. At the Gold's Gym Shake Cafe, your fuel is ready when you are. Packed with protein, vitamins, and real fruit, these smoothies keep you strong, satisfied, and unstoppable. Perfect for a quick on-the-go lunch, dinner, or snack. No membership required. Power your day your way at the Shake Cafe inside Gold's Gym Saipan.
It's Friday the 13th. Ooh. I'm not superstitious, but I do avoid anything that could disappoint my Tau Mona tree outside of my apartment every day. I do say a solemn prayer to her.
Okay, I usually avoid the black cat,
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is calling on Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has the perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out the off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for NMI residents, after your ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
Welcome back. You're watching the Friday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
It was career day at Hopwood Middle School. It's always nice to go back to school. When I was a student in middle school, it never crossed my mind that I might be a television journalist one day. But on career day at Hopwood Middle School, the students had a chance to experience what it's like to be interviewed and in front of the camera.
I play in the U15 men's national team.
What is it that you do and or love that is special?
Playing basketball.
You play basketball?
Yeah.
What position do you play?
Point guard.
Why would you want to be in a SWAT team?
Because I want to help people around and solve crimes.
The students also had the chance to ask the questions, to be the interviewer.
So what are your hobbies?
I like playing volleyball, sleeping, and singing.
What's your favorite subject in school?
I think it's science or CT.
How old are you? I am 11 years old.
Where do you live?
I live in Aslito.
What are you good at?
I'm good at eating and I like to play soccer for fun. I've thought of doing the Air Force because I want to learn new things that school cannot teach us.
One thing that is special about me is that I'm independent and that I just try to do stuff on my own until asking for help.
And I think that the students found out that being in front or behind the camera, for that matter, is not as simple as it looks.
I like to be myself more than others.
Do you sing?
Yes.
Can she sing?
Yes.
Okay, can we hear you sing?
Oh, no. What should I sing?
Your favorite song, one time.
Tell me one, yeah. Okay, she's going to do it. Let her lead.
Just sing.
You got this. You got it.
Okay, this is the hero shot.
When I met you, I got my heart beat drop drop. When I met you, forgot the lyrics.
Okay, how about happy birthday? Can you sing happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Happy birthday to you.
Welcome to Saipan, where visitors can look forward to the people, where returning visitors can experience everything once more, and where the warm embrace makes you want to come back home. Saipan International Airport was busy this week as visitors journey from all parts of the globe to set foot past the double doors. Pastor Marcos de Vera from the Pentecostal Mission Church is welcoming in their Western Pacific Church coordinator and sub-coordinator.
Presbyter Gallagher Concepcion and Presbyter Dora. But we have a big welcome on Saturday. Our first executive visit of our executive minister, Apostle Jonathan Santos Ferriol. And he's overseeing about more than 1,000 churches in 84 countries. Very busy person, but he decides to visit here in Saipan.
He says the organization is global in nature.
Just this year alone, we've been opening up churches in Africa and South America.
As their executive minister arrives tomorrow, they meet with the community this Sunday.
It's a multicultural church, international, so everyone is invited. We are actually reserving 300 seats in Crown Plaza. So we'll be sending our link, our Eventbrite link. Join us, register, it's free, and we have food for everybody. So join us.
Presbyter Gallagher Concepcion flew in from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Good morning and God bless everyone. I'm so happy to be here in Saipan, and it's my pleasure always to serve the people and most of all my brother and sister in the church.
He's also here for the apostolic visitation.
This is a nice island. I believe that there are so many great things to happen within 3 days.
This is his 6th time or so coming to Saipan, and this is what he enjoys about our islands.
The people, of course, are very hospitable.
All right. Anything else you would like to say, sir?
I pray that I will be a blessing to everyone.
Presbyter Dora Ramos is assigned in Maui, Hawaii, and she says she's also been here many times before.
Oh, I love Saipan. Actually, I was assigned here back then, I think 1998. Yes, I love the people here. It's safe to walk, and the beaches are nice. The people are very welcoming.
Brett Wiedoff from Portland, Oregon, and Duncan Wood from Washington, D.C. are here for work.
We're working on behalf and in partnership with the Western Pacific Fishery Management Council to meet with the local communities, discuss fishery regulations for the federal government and territorial governments.
Wiedoff says he came to Saipan once before, about 20 years ago. This is what he remembers enjoying then.
Food and friendly atmosphere for sure, and it's a beautiful island.
Wood says besides work, this is what he looks forward to.
I just see the island. This is my first time out in the Pacific, so it's all brand new to me.
As our visitors arrive, Joaquin Dylan Cosio-Sablan and his family are headed out to Portland. He says while he's been living in the mainland for 4 years, his wife has been out there for 18 years now.
Honestly, I mean, the States is always the States, but like everyone says, home's always going to be home. But I mean, to be honest, there's better opportunities back on the mainland, but nothing beats being at home.
He says they're considering coming back for good after experiencing the good.
The food, the family, the culture, just you're driving down Beach Road and, everyone's talking, everyone's saying hi. Something that I really miss, something that, when I left here, I took for granted. But, being back now, it's really came to maybe, I might move back, or me and my family might move back,
From the moment of touchdown, Sablan says he immediately sensed the feeling of being home.
Or when I came here, it's like I picked up where I left off. Everything felt the same. Everything felt like home. It felt good to be back, I guess, when everyone gets off the airplane and, they step on Saipan soil, you get that feeling where, like, I'm home. So it felt good. It felt good.
Welcome home. Coming up in arts, women artists are celebrated as they share their craft with the community.
Every journey begins with one step and the right coach. At Gold's Gym Saipan, our certified personal trainers build programs that move with you, your goals, your pace, your power. Stronger, healthier, more confident, together. Your best starts right here at Gold's Gym Saipan. Visit us in Garapan or call 670-233-4000. Gold's Gym Saipan, stronger with every rep. This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan.
From sunrise to sunset, Saipan is full of adventure. On the water, in the water, and on the land. But wherever you are during the day, when the sun begins to set, there's only one place to be. Godfather's Beach Bar at Micro Beach. The place where locals and visitors come to play, make friends, and make memories. Turn the perfect Saipan day into the perfect Saipan night at Godfather's Beach Bar and bring your best lines.
I'm going to make you an offer that you can't refuse.
What?
Come join the family at Godfather's Beach Bar, where sunsets, laughs, and legendary nights all come together.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, arts fans! March is Women's Month in the CNMI. Women artists and artisans from across the island share their culture through their art. At the Crowne Plaza Hotel all month long, women artists exhibit their work. Each week during weekday daylight hours, different artisans offer their talents for display and for participation. This week, visitors are invited to try their hand at acrylic painting. Jaylene offers to teach tourists her artistic passion. Traditional slings made of cactus or naturally woven juke coconut. One famous art critic is known to have said about a work of museum art, "What is this garbage?" Well, Sacco Bloom's Heavy as the Head is a crown created totally from garbage found at Tank Beach. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Beadwork is displayed and visitors can take the opportunity to create their own works. And coconut leaves are hand-woven to create intricate patterns.
So I can do mats, I can do hats, I can do handbags, purses, I can do wall decor, I can do wedding accessories, I can do, you name it, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So so I will, any culture coconut tree is one tree that you use all parts of it.
Women's Art Exhibit 2026 continues weekdays at the Crowne Plaza through March the 31st.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight will be cloudy with a mere 40% chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms, with mild breezes and low temperatures of around 77 degrees. Tomorrow, Saturday through Sunday, will be more seasonable CNMI. The Tropical Storm Watch alert has been canceled for Yap and the islands of Micronesia. There will be a 25% chance of isolated showers over the weekend, with temperatures ranging from 85 degrees in the day to around 78 degrees in the lagoon at night. The sun has set at 6:27 p.m. and will rise again at 6:26 a.m. in time for the frogs, yes, the frogs of Micro Beach, to quit their nighttime frolicking and take shelter from the heat of the day. Where do they hide? Well, I'm ribbit to tell you. And I will see you looking for them in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, arts, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
Have a great weekend. We will see you again on Monday.